Former White House lawyer Cobb, right? He's a guy with the mustache. We saw him throughout the Trump administration. He was Trump's lawyer when Trump was in the White House, and he stood by Trump through thick and thin. But he told CNN during an interview this week that he does firmly believe that Donald Trump will be going to jail. And, shockingly enough, Cobb tells us that Trump is going to be going to jail probably a lot sooner than any of us think. And he believes that Trump will be going to jail very soon for possibly violating the gag order placed on him by Judge Tanya Chut. As we all know, Chut had temporarily suspended the gag order. Then on Sunday, she put it back on him. Then less than 60 minutes after Chut reimposed the gag order, Donald Trump got on Truth Social and attacked Bill Barr, his former attorney general, who is going to be called as a witness against him. And Chutkin's gag order specifically prohibited Donald Trump from saying anything about any of the potential witnesses in the trial. So she reimposes the gag order. An hour later, Trump's on Truth Social trashing Bill Barr. Weak, lethargic, pathetic, all of the adjectives Trump could think of, attacking a witness against him. Because of that, Cobb says, quote, "I think she'll come in with a much heavier penalty. And ultimately, I think he'll spend a night or a weekend in jail. I think it'll take that to stop him." Now, if that quote sounds familiar, it's because that is pretty much the exact same thing I have been saying for a couple of weeks now. Like literally, she should put him in jail overnight or maybe leave him there over the weekend. So I don't know if Cobb is watching, but if you are, thanks, I appreciate it. But either way, you and I, same wavelengths on this issue. And of course, when he says, I think she'll come in with a much heavier penalty, he's referring to the 2 gag order violations he's been hit with in New York from Judge Arthur Engoron, where Engoron fined him $5,000 for the first offense, $10,000 for the second offense, as if losing a couple dollars really matters that much to Donald Trump in this particular instance. Usually it does, here it doesn't. Chut Ken, as Cobb is basically saying, has to be tougher than that. Because this isn't the same as his gag order violations in New York, where it's like, hey, you shouldn't say things about my staffers. That's not cool. Give us money. This is potential witness intimidation. And this is not the first witness he has done this against. He also did it against Mark Meadows, but that was during the time when the gag order was lifted. But Chut Ken has to make a decision about this. Fining him $10,000, fining him $50,000 is not going to stop it. The guy is worth a couple $2 billion. Losing $10,000 here, $20,000 there is not that big of a deal to him. What would be a big deal to him is marching him right over to the county jail or possibly just in a holding cell in the local police station. That would be an area, by the way, where you could have the Secret Service. It would be uncomfortable for them, but they could be right outside the cell. He would probably get, pretty decent treatment compared to anybody else in the holding cells. But no internet, no phone. Have to eat whatever slop they feed him. He would be actually punished. Punished in a meaningful way. Hearing that door, those metal bars closing behind him and knowing that he can't get out, that will have a profound impact on him. And until we get to that point, Trump isn't going to stop. Chut Ken can do that. And it's time that she does. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.